every college football team has a guy or two who seemingly comes out of nowhere to become a significant contributor for the team. That guy last season for Baylor was receiver Josh Cameron. Here's Travis Raychek with more on how the former walk-on became an offensive leader for the Bears.
Josh Cameron has always been determined. It's been a defining factor in his football career.
Josh's mentality was always, I have to work like I'm, trying to get one play, like his mentality was always, I have to work, I have to work, I have to work.
He was determined to be a great receiver at Cedar Park High School.
They're like the greatest show in air or something, because it was just such a fun team to watch.
It was awesome. Just there's nothing like playing with your boys, your high school friends that you just grow up with.
And he was determined to play at the next level.
His goal from as early as we can remember has always been, I'm going to play college football and I'm going to the NFL.
Cameron was charging down that path until everyone's world changed in 2020, including that of a recruit entering his senior year of high school football.
COVID, it literally destroyed recruiting for the 2021 class. I mean, it truly did.
I look back and I'm like, dang, the pandemic kind of hindered my recruiting. Or I look back and I'm honestly thankful and for really just the journey of just kind of being that kind of underdog.
A young man who had 90 catches, over 1,200 yards, 14 TDs, and helped his team reach a state title game in 2020, had no Division I offers. He did have offers from smaller schools, but bet on himself and took a walk-on spot at Baylor.
Sometimes walk-ons, they can just be looked at as just, oh, he's a walk-on, or just overshadow dudes, but I just felt something was different, that they would actually look at me, give me a chance.
They had a vision for him. They didn't have a scholarship for him, but they definitely had a vision.
They didn't have a scholarship for him then, but Cameron had a plan to make one available. His first year, he made a mark on special teams, and then in the spring following that, he performed his way into the receiver rotation, and the Baylor coaches rewarded that hard work.
I just walked in, I was like, what's going on, coach? He was just like, hey man, we're going to put you on scholarship. I was like, whoa. He just kind of just dropped the bombshell right on me. So I was like, wow. I was just, thank you, coach, and all that. So a whole bunch of emotions. And so I called my mom. She was crying. We was all crying, tears of joy, all that stuff. So
your son is calling you crying. And I'm like, Josh, what happened? What's wrong? And he's just like, Mom, they're putting me on scholarship. It was such an emotional time. I mean, literally.
Wow, nothing compares to that raw emotion. But that moment wasn't the end of Cameron's journey, because the determination never goes away. He turned that scholarship into a starting spot towards the end of last year when he had 21 of his 28 catches in the final 5 games.
My teammates kind of have that faith and trust in me, and even the coaches. I think it's just taking on the responsibility, not getting too caught up in I'm a leader on the team, just kind of trying to stay true to myself.
Thanks a bunch, Travis. Always cool to see the walk-on get rewarded with a scholarship, and it sure seems like Cameron embodied what we've come to expect from Baylor and Dave Aranda. Very hardworking and a very tough football player.